Good morning to St. Martin, persons living here on the island, and also to St. Martiners in the diaspora, especially persons living in the Netherlands, those that are living in France, Paris, and also those in the UK. I want to say a special good morning to all of you. Also those persons that are living in the Caribbean, St. Martiners that are living in the Caribbean islands, Curacao, Aruba, Bonaire, Sabre, Statia. I want to say good morning to you as well. You're here with your host, Charles Jeffrey Richardson. And this morning we are having a very I would call him a very popular person here on St. Martin. Has been popular for quite some time, especially in the sports arena. Has worked for I think about 35 years at the post office. Many of you that have known this person and you have been to the post office, especially the old post office that was located on the back street, you would have met this particular gentleman. And this person is none other than my good friend, a person that is very jolly, and no matter what challenge that he faced, he is one person that I have a lot of respect for. And his name is none other than Mr. Dave Arrindell. Dave Arrindell, good morning to you.
Good day, it's good day, good. How's you going?
It's going okay. It's a pleasure seeing you. It's a pleasure having you here on this forum. You're here. We have some viewers that have already tuned in to listening to the discussions that we will have this morning. And I believe that it will be a very great discussion because I know you for a very long time in the sports arena, the sports industry.
True.
You have even been a person that have, after a while, you started to be a, what you call a person that interview people?
Yeah, I've been
a sports commentator. That's correct. Now, Dave, where were you born?
Well, I was born in Nevis. I was born in Nevis, and then I came to St. Martin with my mother. With my father, met my mother in Nevis, playing sports, to be a matter of fact. My father used to play cricket here in St. Martin, and then he came over to Nevis, and he met my mother, who also played cricket in Nevis, and they met together, and there I was born. And after I was born, then he sent for me and my mother to come to St. Martin, and from then I've been stationed in St. Martin.
Wow!
For the past 60 odd years.
Wow! Okay, so your father went to Nevis, met your mother. They used to play cricket. You're supposed to know Mr. No, the other Mr. Cyril Hazel.
Cyril Hazel.
He said that he used to play cricket as well.
Yeah,
you know.
Sam Hazel, all of them used to play cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they said he used to travel a lot.
Correct.
To different countries playing. In those days, baseball was not the main sport. It was cricket.
It was cricket because then they used to travel a lot to the British Islands, and their main sport was the cricket. Mm-hmm. So they used to travel to those places.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
Buckeye Jones and
interesting.
Yeah.
Buckeye Jones and the other guys from
Sam Hazel. All of them used to go to play cricket in the British Islands.
So there, your father was from St. Martin. He went to Nevis, met your mom.
Yeah.
Then after a while, he brought you and your mom.
He left me there.
Yeah, he left you there.
And then after I was born, then he sent for me and my mother, and we came to St. Martin.
But I know you have other siblings as well.
Yes, I have two other sisters, and they're from St. Martin.
Yeah, and that's Donnie and Suzette.
Donnie and Suzette.
Donnie and Suzette. Yeah, they're living now in the Netherlands.
They're in the Netherlands right now, yes.
Okay. But they were born in St. Martin?
Yes.
Okay. But tell me a little about yourself. After you came back here, where did you go to school? You said you came back at the age of 3?
No, I came back at the age of 1.
Oh, at 1, okay.
I didn't make 1 year yet. Then I came to St. Martin.
Wow.
Well, I had my schooling done here at the St. Joseph School.
Okay.
I attended St. Joseph School. After that, I went to 8IRO, which was the St. John Philip School.
John Philip School.
After that, I went to Marvo. I ended up in Marvo 3, and that's across there by the library, which part Penn is now. Penn has.
Oh, I know. They're close to Penny, so
yeah.
In the back of Penny.
In the back of Penny. I went there for a year. After that, I went to Curacao to study for 1 year. I didn't like it in Curacao because the names were called.
Continue.
I did a year here with school here, the academy school with Franklin Bryce, and he was teaching in a little time in night school with accountant. So I did a year accountant here, and after that, I went to work.
You went to work?
Yeah.
So where you started working for?
I started working with Credit Host. that was a company, paper company. Everything to do with paper, paper bags, paper plates, paper cups, and stuff like that. That was in Key with Van der Mark.
Oh, Van der Mark was the owner of that company?
Yes, he was in charge of that company. But the company was actually from Curacao. The company name was Frecos. And I worked there for about 2 years. And after I graduated from school, then I got employed by the post office. Wally Haverton came and seeked me out, and then he told me that to come work, and I worked with the post office from then until I retired.
Okay. But you worked at the post office. The post office moved a couple times.
Yes.
Where did you started working at the post office? What was the location?
The location of the post office when I started working was the courthouse. The courthouse.
It was underneath the courthouse.
Underneath the courthouse, yes. I started there as working in the register department. I worked in all the departments from the post office, and then I went to.
Yeah, I remember that.
There I worked at the post, and after that we went down to the new building on the Pond Field, which was destroyed by the hurricane.
That was the one there opposite David Vlon have the building?
Yes.
Okay.
And after that, then I retired.
Okay. And you retired at the age of 60?
No, I retired because I got ill.
Oh, okay.
So I went on early pension.
But you mind talking about your illness? But just not in detail, but
I had an illness in which I made an operation on, and I came up a bit disabled. Wow. So right now I'm bound to the wheelchair. But thank God for life. I'm still alive.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're looking great.
Thank you.
Believe me, you're looking great. You're looking great. You know, sometimes we all have our challenges that we have to face, and you are not different to anybody else.
Nope.
You know? But so what are you doing now? What is your?
I'm here with my wife, my father-in-law. I just sit down here, go to therapy, out to any functions. Sometimes I go to the softball field, the baseball field, too, and go out and amuse myself.
But you do get out of the house sometimes.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
So if somebody wants to come pick you up to take you wherever, you're able to get out and
But
and
I usually go with Accessible Adventures. Who have the transportation that I can use.
I want to say a special. I just want to say congratulations to Accessible Ventures. I think it was started back with Louis Jeffers, I think,
Yes.
and the late Mr. Marlin,
Yeah.
Jose.
Yeah.
I think it's a very they're doing, which is very important.
Especially people like me with a wheelchair.
Exactly, disabled.
Yeah.
You know, I want to say a special good morning to a very close friend of mine, Mr. Fritz Panaflin. He's right on he's now viewing us. Good morning, Fritz. Fritz said something to me that I wasn't even aware of. And that's why it's important for you to follow what's happening around the world. Today is actually Disabled Day.
Yes, that's true.
Today we are celebrating Disabled Day.
Yes.
So it came, you know, I got to thank God for being able to come on today, because we did not even know that we were going to do this interview on this particular day.
Yeah.
So I want to thank God for, you know, for showing us that this is the day that we had to do this particular interview. You remember we scheduled it for a different time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's supposed to be some sports activities at the Raoul Sports Complex
Today?
all day, going on for the disabled. Yes.
Okay. But are you're not going to be attending that?
No, I'm not attending that because right now, okay, I went to therapy yesterday. I'm a bit sore now, so I'm just going to sit back and relax and leave it wear off, and then I'll be up and about again.
But it would be a nice thing for you to be able to look at it. You know, one of the reasons why I started doing live broadcasting is because I get to people, I get in the homes of people. And that's why TV was put together. TV is a place that you look at stuff that is happening someplace else.
True.
You know, and we do the same thing here. Yeah. So Dave, I want to even congratulate you. I want to say happy Disabled Day to you, Fritz as well. Fritz has a particular foundation that he started. I think it's Fritz Panaflin Ready to Move Foundation.
Ready to Move.
And he also have the one that is called, I think it's Fritz Paralytic Foundation.
Correct.
And I want to thank Fritz, because Fritz is one of the forerunners, one of the pioneers in bringing an awareness to people with regards to people that are disabled. Because one of the things that we have to understand that we should not ever discriminate amongst our people that are not able to do things, not because of their faults, but they should have the same rights as people that are able to do certain things. Sure. So that is one of the things that I would love to see champion here in St. Martin, where persons that are not able to do certain things, like for example, every building should have a ramp so that you'll be able to ride up on that ramp and get to the building. You know, those are different aspects of being able to keep the person that are disabled, to make sure that they are looked at, and you make sure that you do things that are going to accommodate them. So what do you think about that, Dave?
It's correct. You're right. You're right on that one. And even with the parking, you know, the disabled parking lots, when you go look, you do see one, another car is parking it. So we the disabled cannot use it because someone else who could have parked and walk it to where they're going is using it.
Is using it. But I think that persons that park in the disabled parking lot, they should be given a fine. That's the way they do it in the States. A hefty fine. Hefty fine. Yeah. Because it's not a good thing. I want to say good morning even to Donnie, your sister. She's now looking at this live.
Hello, Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie. Donnie's looking at, Donnie's a very open person. I met Donnie back in the, I think it was a month ago or something like that. I met Donnie and I was, happy to see she and her sister. And she's now viewing you, Dave. And I want to thank her because she's one of the persons that always speaks out, you know.
Yes.
And you're here now in this interview. I want to go back to the disabled situation. What are some of the things that you would want to see happen in terms of, we spoke about the ramps at the different important buildings, institutions that they should put in place. And also we spoke about the parking area, where they should put, where they have parking for disabled persons. What are some of the other things that you would like to see happen as well?
Well, all I find is they should, how you call it, like the sidewalks and stuff like that, they should level those sidewalks so that we with the wheelchairs can utilize that, because we cannot go on the road where the cars are, otherwise we are obstructing the traffic. Obstructing the traffic. So why don't they fix the sidewalks for us? Okay. That would be a great plus. Yeah, so and then we can go out and go and take a Sunday stroll as well. Mm-hmm.
But sidewalks where? Because
in Phillipsburg,
in Phillipsburg.
That is the idea, because on the highway you don't expect to see a sidewalk.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
Here in St. Peter's we have only the sidewalks on the main road. In the that's about getting in the neighborhood. No problem, but at least if you want to go into town, or even in Cincinnati don't have none at all. Mm-hmm. And Cincinnati is a well built up area. That's like the second town of St. Martin. Mm-hmm. You understand? If they put some sidewalk there, it'd be nice. Mm-hmm. You know, you go on a Sunday afternoon, go buy ice cream and you stroll with your family and push your wheelchair and you go and have fun. That's about it.
You know, Fritz is here with me again. He said you bought a t-shirt from him.
That's his shirt.
Yeah, his shirt. Yeah,
I bought his shirts and some caps from him.
Yeah, he said so. So he want to thank you. I got persons also looking from, I think, in the States. James, my good friend, and Leroy James. And Paula Jacobs is saying good morning to you, Dave.
Good morning.
You know, they all are saying good morning to you. Very popular person.
Yes, sir.
Going back to what we discussed a while ago, Judith DeRiva also said good morning to you, Dave. Going back to what we said about the 3 different areas that we looked at, what are the other areas that you want to see happen for people that are disabled?
Well, the recreation center would be good. Upgrade the recreation center that they have, and then be more open, like Accessible Adventure. Accessible Adventure is doing their part. Okay. I think it's time for the government to do their part, because the Accessible Adventure doesn't have the hands full. You understand? Because there's a lot of disabled on the island. Even Helping Hands. Yeah. You understand?
Helping Hands.
To get more involved with the disabled.
Yeah, but what is Helping Hands' objective right now?
I have no idea.
But I remember there was a time that Helping Hands they had a bus, and they used to take persons to the hospital.
Correct. No, they even used to take them to the White and Yellow Cross for like therapy and stuff like that. But I really don't know, because I asked for them once when I first came from Curacao, but they didn't reply, and I went to Accessor Adventure, and I'm not going to give them up right now because they was on the ball with me, and up to Saturday night they was with me all night, so I can't give up on them.
No, I really must say, Mr. Jeffers, he's doing a great job. I got to give him a lot of credit for that.
Splendid job,
I see him all over St. Martin moving around. And so you got to give it up to him. Got to give it up to him. Well, First came on again, he talked about the fact that they should put some kind of act together. Okay, we're back here with Mr. Dave Arrindell here, and we're here in St. Peter's having a discussion pertaining to his life story, because one of the things that's important, I believe, Dave, is that persons tell their stories, because sometimes we have a tendency of not documenting who we were or who we are. And after we have gone along, and then you have a situation where people forgot about who we were. You know, I talk about persons like Joseph Richardson, Mervyn Scott, you know, people like Van James Jr. and other icons of St. Martin, you know, and Daniela Jeffrey. You know, all these people were people that were very much involved in the community, and they contributed in building this country. You know, and that's the reason why I started doing this particular program, where I interview person that I feel contributed to St. Martin. Having said that, I'm going to go into your situation where sports is concerned. I remember you playing baseball. I used to come on the field as a young child right there at the Hostel Lake ballpark. Yeah, senior ballpark. Before it was the way it was.
Yeah, because
it was rocks around the field.
Rocks and pumpkin trees.
And pumpkin trees.
Yeah, and imagine little trees.
Imagine little trees.
Correct.
Yeah. And though you used to be a player, who you started playing baseball with?
Well, I started playing with the Cahill Tigers, Jeffrey. To go back, the Cahill Tigers started up a little league team in which I was part of, and from there we grew. I don't know if you remember, no, you won't remember, but it was this American guy called Wassel.
No.
He's the one who introduced us to baseball here in St. Martin, which part of Academy School is right now.
Wassel?
Wassel, yeah, his name is Wassel. I can't remember his first name. He was an American that used to come to St. Martin on holidays, and he picked up a bunch of guys and went with Raoul Illich, and they cleaned off the by the Academy School, and they bring us some gloves. He gave us every child that came on that field, he gave a glove and a ball to.
Where the present Academy School is right now?
Academy School is right now. We used to play baseball. There's where
okay. And that's after cricket? After
cricket was still going on.
Oh, it was still going on.
Yeah, but we, the younger ones, that was playing baseball. When Wassel introduced us. And that's how the teams were formed, like Cahill Tigers, Shell Saunders, Coosac Vikings, then I had Fort Torino, which was from Marigot, and then I had the Mid-Region Boys. You understand? And then I had the Tongue Guys. It was about 6 or 7 teams that Mr. Wassel had formed. And that's where we started. And I got to like the game. And from there, we played the Little League. After Little League, I went to AA with the Cahill Tigers. I played for quite some years. And after that, I went over to CPU Gladiators.
But in those days, who were over the Tigers?
In those days, it was Reno and what's his name again? It was Reno, Lawrence, and Joby Thomas used to train. And then Van der Mark was the general manager, we call. And then after that, Neil James came and took over the team. Neil James came from Holland, and he took over the team.
Okay.
You understand?
And you played with them for quite some time?
I played with them for quite some years, yeah.
Quite some years?
Yeah, I played with them. And then after that, I used to play third base and shortstop. And after that, I went and I played with CPU for a couple of years.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I used to catch with CPU. And when Jose Slack was not there, I played third base. And Joto Walter used to catch. Those were some very, very crucial and good days.
I remember good days. But there was a guy by the name of Walter. What was
Walter Sprott?
No, Walter Sprott. The guy used to live in the back of the field.
In the back of the field. That was
Norman Barry. Norman Barry father, I think it was.
Yeah, that was Gigi.
Gigi.
Yeah.
Gigi wasn't a Seaview
Gigi was
player?
a pitcher from the Seaview, yes.
Pitch, okay. But he wasn't one of those that started Seaview?
No, Seaview started by what his name, Buck Jones. Okay. There was a gentleman by the name of Buck Jones. I think he was from Aruba, if I'm not mistaken. He and Walter. Joto, they used to call him Joto Walters. Those were the two from the team, and then Bobby Flan. And
Bobby Flan. I remember Bobby Flan.
All them in there. Then he came in with Tony and Al Barry, who passed.
Yeah, I remember Al Barry.
Yes.
He was a lefty.
Lefty, yes.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Yeah.
And then we had Marvin Bubba Tree, was a very good
I remember that. He still is great. You know, I want to say good morning to Marvin Bubba Tree.
Yeah, he was
great player.
Great player. He traveled all over Europe to play in this sport.
Yeah.
And he also played in, I think it was in Panama, and they got the silver for coming second or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, those days was very good games, man.
Yeah. But do you think, Dave, that in those days, if we had, let's say, scouts that used to come here to look at our players, do you think that some of our players would have made it to the major leagues?
For sure, Jeffrey. I can guarantee you we'd have at least 6 to 10 players up there. So good our players were. Okay. You understand? There was a couple of people, like that guy, tall guy, Kenneth James. He was a boss on first base. Pedro Rumley, a superb pitcher. And he could have hit the ball and hit it far.
You remember Alvin Hodge?
And Alvin Hodge, yes, he was
from Caribbean Lumber. First baseman.
And he used to play first base too, but he used to play third base for Caribbean Lumber when Harley was not there.
Okay. That I didn't know.
We had even Walter Spratt.
Oh, Walter Spratt
was a very good player.
Great player.
Jose and
Slack. Yeah.
He was the bomb. Nothing past the entire base.
Nothing.
Yeah. You understand? We had some good.
What about the late Lou Bailey?
Lou Bailey is a gentleman. He is a gentleman. That guy, you have to give respect, take your hat off him. He never had a bad thing to say about anybody, but respect. He wants you to play the game correctly. Once you play the game correctly, and he's not a person not to give you advice. He will pull you aside. Hey, you have to do it this way, not that way. This way. He's always giving you, encouraging you to play and how to play. You have to give respect for him. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. I mean, that was a great guy. Something that we have a lot of respect for. You know, may his soul rest in peace. Another thing, right now in Curacao, we are seeing now that there's so many persons, so many of the youths are being they're going looking for them, they're scouting them and bringing them to the States to play. We have even Aruba. Xander Bogart is one of those very strong major league players. I had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Xander Bogart uncle from Aruba, and he explained to me how Xander Bogart got scouted, how he got chosen to go to the major leagues. And Xander Bogart is actually a twin. He have a twin brother.
Okay.
They came for the twin brother, and for whatever reason, they looked at Xander Bogart and they took him, and they went with him to the States to play major league. And today, he's one of the greatest shortstops playing with Boston Red Sox.
One of the top 5 in the shortstops there. But Curacao has a lot. You could name them off. You have Profile, you have Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius? He was from where?
He's Didi Gregorius with the Yankees.
Over the Yankees, yeah.
Simmons with the Angels.
But I remember I took 16 guys to Birmingham, Alabama, to play ball back in 2016. And we were looking at a game between the New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox. And they were rooting for those two teams because of two people. And shortstop for the Yankees, they had the guy Gregorius from Curacao. And on the other side, you had Boston Red Sox, Bogart from Aruba. And we were all Antillean countries, so we were rooting for those two teams. So in St. Martin, I would want to see that somewhere we can find somebody that would be able to say, hey, let's put some time, let's reflect, and let's focus on our players as well. How do you think we can do that, Dave?
Well, we need to put things in place. The structures are there, but then we need some information. I saw that, what's his name? I think it was Raphael Skeet. And
Piper Davis. Piper Davis tournament,
Tournament, but then what we need here is discipline. You understand? You don't bring the players on the field just to play, to babysit.
Okay.
You have to instruct them, coach them, and bring them along. And with that, you're going to see the fruits of
So you think one of the things here that is lacking in St. Martin is actually the discipline of our players?
Correct. Terrible. They think they know it all, but they don't know nothing. You understand? And that's our problem right here. But don't worry, there's a few of our St. Martiners that are in the minors right now.
Yeah.
There's Richardson.
Denzel,
and then there's also Bobby Tree's son. I think he's in Santo Domingo.
Yeah.
He is doing well too. And then there's another person, I think, from the French side, from French Quarter.
But Denzel Brooks also is in the Netherlands. He's doing very well, and he plays the highest league in the Netherlands.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
that's Calvin Brooks's grandson.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's doing very. I just came from the Netherlands, and I was speaking to him while I was there, and he told me that he's playing the highest league in the Netherlands.
That's good.
And in the Netherlands also we had our own Hamilton Richardson. I don't know if you recall. Hamilton was one of the greatest baseball players. And one of the things we have to start to do is to recognize our own people, and that is something that we are lacking. What do you think about that, Dave? I think we can make this change around, that we will be able to honor our own.
Well, they should do like the Cahill Tigers. The Cahill Tigers look for their own. They had I don't know if it still exists, but they had a museum which part they recognize their players. There's plaques and pictures of their players that they put up to recognize the players from Cahill. And I think that's what we should do here. So, but then baseball is no longer played in St. Martin, Jeffrey. They have a little league, and that's it. There's no softball. They might have some softball games, but no baseball.
No double A games.
No double A games. So where are we going? How are you going to make it? So now when those little leaguers are done playing this league, where are they going? There's nowhere for them to go. You understand? Everybody knows into either basketball or even cricket. Because now, see, cricket is taking over now. Because we even have the guy Carty.
Oh yeah, the guy that did well.
He's playing first class cricket now. He's being paid to play cricket. See, you understand? I don't blame the government actually, I blame the people, the mentality of the people here, where that is concerned.
But I want to know, Dave, how can we change that to get the young people more disciplined, get them aware that without discipline it's impossible to make it. While I was in Alabama, I spoke to some of the scouts there, and one of the things they said to me, they're not looking for just talent. They're looking for people that are teachable and that will listen.
And discipline.
And that's correct. So discipline is involved. If you don't have discipline, they don't want to even work with you.
No. But Jeffrey, here, did you ever, when last you went to one of the Little League ballpark?
I was there maybe a month or two ago.
Jeffrey, go in the ballpark, just sit down and observe. I don't say all of them.
No, of course.
No, it's not all of them, but then they come on the field and what they want to do what they want. You tell them to run. I'm not running. I want to hit. I want to feel. I don't want to run. There's no discipline. They're not teachable. So you can't say the government could give you a facility, but then if you don't want to live up or listen to the people, how are you going to make it?
I remember back in Santo Domingo, they told me in those days Santo Domingo used to take a lot of their players the scouts used to come in and used to take them and have them go to the States and make them major league players. But they said in Santo Domingo, you couldn't put down a glove because they're going to take it up because all of them want to become major league baseball players.
All want to be a Sammy
that
Sosa.
was their passion.
Yeah.
Just like Andrew Jones in Curacao. He was one of them that set the stage for the Curacao Curacao players.
But then you notice, right? All those Curacao players, they played in the World Series or Little League.
Oh, Little League. That's correct.
So there's where they get all like Profile, Simon, all them was scouted from this same Little League World Series. And there is where it starts. And if you don't have no discipline, you're not going to make it. No matter how talented you are. You got to have discipline. You got to be able to learn how to listen to people. You understand? Jeffrey, for sure you pitch marbles or spin stuff when you come up, right?
Pitch a lot of marbles.
Okay.
As a young boy.
Ask any youngster today if they know what a marble look like or even a top.
What?
They don't know. Jeffrey, you play with dirt. I played in dirt. But they know not these kids. And they are better off, they are worse off than us now. Because they know more technology and that technology is killing them.
Well. So they have something that they have easy access to information.
Yeah, they're not.
And still they're not using that.
No.
Adequately. I tell all of them it's easy to do anything because once you go into Google, for example, I had a problem with my computer at home, and I was able to Google and find out how to fix it.
Correct.
But in order, you had to take your computer, go to the shop, and they in turn repair your computer. So here you have so much access to information which you could use.
And they're not doing it.
Not using it.
They're using it, but not to
the wrong way.
The wrong way, exactly. So that's our problem. But to say government is at fault, partly, but not all.
No. What about parents, Dave?
Big, major part of it. They have to deal with that. Because Jeffrey, if you have your children, you have to discipline your children. Don't leave your children be disciplined by a school teacher. It starts by you, the parents. And if you can't discipline them, who am I to discipline? Because the parents nowadays know carrying their children to school to fight the teachers. So where are we going? This is like a third world we're living in.
But I remember back in those days when we played Little League, my father and parents, they used to make sure come up and look at us play.
And you were proud.
You're proud to see your parents in the stands. But today, you're not seeing that. Every time I go to the Little League ballpark, there's hardly anybody there that is looking at the kids play.
It's just a drop-off.
It's a drop-off.
Daycare center.
It's a daycare center that become.
You understand? Even if they come pick them back up, they don't want to come pick them back up.
They don't want to pick them up. You have to drop them home.
You have to, exactly.
Yeah.
You understand? And it's the parents' fault. You have to discipline your child.
But of course, there are some parents that take time out with their kids.
Yes.
But majority of them don't.
Majority don't.
Yeah.
They're running behind the dollar.
Yeah.
You understand? And then when something happens, oh, my child in this, my child in that, but they don't know their children.
You know something? I want to appeal to the people of St. Martin, especially our own people, our St. Martin people. Whenever there's a game, whatever game it should be, whether volleyball, basketball, baseball, and our young people are playing, because we just had a debate just a week or two ago. We had a debate between St. Martin Academy and St. Dominic High. And when I look at the people in the crowd and the tribune, there were hardly anybody. Yeah. Not even the parents came to boost their kids. So when children start to see that not even my parents come to look at me, then we have a problem. No interest.
They lose interest.
They lose interest.
Yeah. And that's where we got to start. They say charity begins at home.
At home.
You understand? So
but how can we bring that back, Dave? Because it's good to talk about it, but what I'm looking for here is what are the solutions in us being able to bring back that type of modus operandi where the parents will become much more involved with their children?
Well, the only thing I can say is, Jeffrey, really and truly, some of the parents are working 2 and 3 jobs. If they get a good job, they pay well, which means they have time enough to stay home with their kids. Pay them. And when they got the money in their hand, then they know they don't have to work 2 and 3 jobs. Then they have time for the children. Because right now, in these days, TV is what mining children. Not no parents, it's TV. And what they see on TV, they go out and do.
Is it TV now or social media?
If it was social media, the same. TV, all of them. You understand? They got the good and the bad in both of them. But then they're going to look for the bad. And if you go on the block and you see some guys, and the little boy go and say, boy, yeah, these are my brothers, because home I don't get the treatment I get here on the block. And there's where the gang stand.
Exactly.
You understand? So it's pay the people and the government to make sure that the people are well paid.
So you tell me the love that they're getting from outside, not inside the home.
Outside the home. Not inside the home. and then there's with faults.
But if you don't, but Dave, if you don't have love, how can you give love if you yourself don't have it?
That's a good question.
Yeah, but that's my question.
That's a good question.
If you don't feel love, how would you be able to give love? Because you can, if I have $100, I can't give you $200 because I only have 100. You know, so I look at it like if you don't have love inside of you, how can you give it to somebody else?
Well, a mother and a father should be able to have love because that's your kid. By right, you should love your kids. Like I always tell my, you can make the children, but you can't make their mind. You just show them the way. You show them the right way, and you see there's two ways. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. If you go down the right way, I'm there with you 100%. But if you go down the wrong way, you're on your own.
You know, I'm going to go to the Bible because the Bible is something that I take a lot of my views from. And the Bible says, train up a child in where it should go. And when it become old, it shall not depart from it. Meaning that you can't make the child's mind, but you can train it up in the way it should go.
Correct.
And when it become old, even though it divert from it, what it's going to do is going to go back to what it has learned. You know, so that's the important thing because when you look at the prodigal son in the Bible, you see the prodigal son where he went out and he squandered his money he got from his father. But at the end of the day, the father didn't give up on him. He kept on looking for him, and after a while, he realized, I got to go back to my father where I have love, where I'm going to get all what I need and all the nurturing that I need. And he went back, and his father accepted him. You know, so sometimes children got a tendency of diverting, but they get back to where they're supposed to be once you give them the right foundation.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, you have children, 3 children.
3 children.
Yeah. And how are they doing?
They're doing fantastic. I have the last one here with me.
Okay.
The daughter's married. My son is in Aruba, and the last one here is with me. Just finished school, and she's working now.
Very well.
Very well.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
So going back to sports, I want to conclude talking about your time with regards to commentating for sports. I remember in those days we used to have Mr. Brown. Arnold Brown we used to have.
Yeah.
And I remember now we had Edgar Lynch was one of the commentators. We had also Elton Richardson, and then you came on the scene.
Yeah,
and you were one of those commentators that I used to like to sit down home and listen to on my radio. How do you get involved in it?
Well, I'll tell you who got me involved in that. I used to do a program. Let me start by saying on radio. I had my own radio sports show, which was on GBBC.
BJ82?
No, GBBC.
Oh, is that the one from
that was one
from Eddie Williams?
Yeah.
I remember Eddie Williams.
He and I'll tell you who started me up with that. And then I went to when they had a TV station here in St. Martin. That was with Sam Hazel. I had a dig in there with them as well.
Okay.
And then I then say, hey, I does the broadcasting with baseball on the field. Why don't you come and join me?
Whoa.
So I said, sure, why not? I would like to try it. And I went with him. And I fell in love with it. And I love the game, knowing the game of baseball. And I love the game of baseball. It was a cinch for me. I love broadcasting the game.
So you get to know it while you were training it and doing it? Or they teach you it before?
No.
Were you taught it or you just went on the field and started working at it?
The game?
No, the commentating.
No. I look at a lot of baseball. I used to listen to baseball on the radio from St. Croix.
Yeah.
WQ something from St. Croix, with the Yankees station. I'm a Yankee fan.
Yeah. Reggie Jackson.
Okay. Greg Nettles.
Bucky Dent.
You understand? Even Bob Richardson from how you call it, Harris Clark from St. Thomas, and them those guys I used to listen to. Okay. And I try it and I like it. You know, if you see what you see is what you announce. Okay. From then I started into the baseball and it was good. Every time there's a game, I'll tell him to come, hey partner, we are up. So I'll go follow him and it was good. Really, really, really good.
But what about analyzing the game? Because one of the things you must know, you got to have some kind of statistics from the players. Like you should know if a guy bat left hand, he can't hit a ball, let's say, to the right or to the left or inside or outside. You know, these are the things that I heard while listening to to commentators in the States.
Yeah, but we done it too because
Same.
you have your own scorebook. So while you're announcing the game, you're writing
scoring.
the scoring. If you get a hit, you get a hit. So whenever now you come up, the next time the bat, you say, oh, Jeffrey Richardson up again, and the first at bat, you got strike out. The second at bat, you got a base hit. So now that's the way you're going to do the third at bat.
Sure.
So therefore, you got everything documented on the person. You understand? Even with a pitcher, you got to count the pitches, what he pitch, what he throw.
Okay.
So, but you know that due to the fact that you're having a scorebook and that all the scorebook tell you all of that. You understand? The walk, hit, bunt, everything you need to know about the game is in that baseball book.
But that baseball book, they don't keep statistics from those books so that you'll be able to know exactly, how much players you walk, how much this, etc.
Correct.
That is something.
Yes.
I think it's very important.
Yes. I don't know if you still have them, but they are.
No, I know.
Billy, who lives here by the ball field, he was an umpire.
Oh, Billy, who lived in the back of the ball field. I used to watch GB.
Yeah, he and his wife Angela used to do the statistics. Even Sydney Gibbs.
Oh, Sydney
all
Gibbs.
of them. They had
I know Sydney was big in that.
Yeah. Debbie.
Shout out to Sydney.
Debbie Romney too.
Debbie, shout out to Debbie as well.
Yeah, because how he call it, they're the ones who used to do statistics. I don't know what to do with the books.
Not cutting your comment, Rafalski say hello for you. He said Horace Clark from St. Croix.
St. Croix, yes.
You know Horace Clark?
Sure.
Okay.
Second best for the Yankees.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know my Yankees, man.
Yeah. He said a shout out to you, man.
Shout out, Raphael. Yeah. It was. So all that now, if they could get a museum and honor these players, that would be so good.
Raphael did a great thing a couple of months ago where he honored some players from St. Martin.
Well,
and he's going to, yeah, he did it at the Emilio Wilson restaurant.
Yeah.
It was a great, great evening. I even broadcasted it.
Okay.
He did a tremendous job. I want to thank Raphael for starting it because you got to start someplace.
Yeah.
And he gave a start on it. I remember it was before the late
Bailey.
Bailey died.
Yeah.
He didn't. Yeah, and also Louis Brown was there as well. Louis can't see so well now, but he was there. And he came and he got his plaque.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got honored by the softball for doing my part where I was coaching and playing softball. I used to coach the Girls Brigade Jets.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And they give me a placard. You can see my trophies. I'm up there from baseball and softball.
Your trophies? I want to see those trophies, boy. I want to see those trophies. Oh, let me take a look at these trophies. These are all your trophies that you got from when? Where are they all from?
From baseball and softball. The first two from baseball and the next two from softball.
So the first two from baseball.
One is batting.
And the other two from softball.
And one is a most valuable player.
From softball?
Baseball.
Baseball. MVP that you got?
Yeah.
Whoa! You kidding me?
I wasn't sure wrong,
I know.
I said the only thing better than me and Luffy was Jose Slack.
What? I gotta give you credit. I have to give you a lot of credit. Going back to your announcing and so. Yeah. Would you be able to still do that, Dave?
Sure, why not?
So you can still give.
It's in me. All I can say.
You can still commentate.
Sure. Junior comes up to bat to the plate. Serapio's pitching. Serapio kicks, rocks and delivers. Fastball. Junior gets a base hit up the middle, which means he hits the ball to center.
Sure.
You understand? Or Jeffrey hits a fly ball. Caught in left field. So those who scoring, let's play out to number 7.
Whoa.
That's one thing.
Simple as that.
Ain't gonna go. Yeah, it's not gonna go.
But if tomorrow you're asked to do, let's say, a tournament here in St. Martin, to announce it, because Raphael has he's now organizing a tournament, a Caribbean tournament for Piper Davis.
Yeah.
Would you be able to announce, to commentate?
I should think so.
You should think so.
Yeah.
So if tomorrow we come to you and Raphael say, hey, get Dave to do the commentating. And we look for you, we bring you there, and you commentate, we give you all the names of the people. Would you be able to do that?
Sure.
I'm holding you to that.
Sure.
I think it's Raphael. Can you tell me exactly when this is going to be? This is going to happen because this tournament I think is someplace next year. Give us an idea of when it's going to be, Raphael, because I'm holding Dave to the fact that he's going to come and he's going to commentate at the Caribbean Piper Davis tournament that we're going to have next year, God's Spare Life. Donnie's telling me you still can do it. But how she knows that?
Yeah, because
she's backing you up because she's your sister. She's telling me that yes, you can do it still.
She know I'm capable.
She know you're capable of doing that?
Yeah. Jeffrey, there's certain...
But how long ago you did that? How long? When was the last time you did commentating, Dave?
The last time I commentated is when the Tigers won the championship against the Dodgers in St. Martin.
And what year was that?
I can't remember the year exactly, but I think, if I'm not mistaken,
more or less
2010.
2010, 9 years ago.
2010, I think it was 2010 or
9 years ago.
About 9 years ago.
Okay. Raphael is telling me it's going to be held June 24th to 28th. Look, Raphael, I'm going to take the liberty now to invite Mr. Dave Arrindell, God's Spare Life, to this tournament to announce and commentate at this tournament. If you have any problem with that, you just let me know. But I would love to see Dave come out and commentate for that particular tournament. So here you have somebody that is willing to come out and commentate. So just let me know if you're willing to use Mr. Dave Arrindell. He just did a little commentating for you to let you know that he can do it, Rafi. And the person that are going to be at that tournament going to be Africa, Antigua, Anguilla, St. Croix, Puerto Rico, Texas, and Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great tournament.
Grand tournament. Okay.
Yeah. So we are looking forward to having you there, Dave, to be able to, Rafa said he'll be honored to have you commentate at that particular event. Let me see the date of the event again. The date is going to be June 24th to the 28th next year.
4 days.
So if God's spare, 4 days, God's spare our lives, we're going to come look for you. And you have already given us our word, so you can't take it back.
No, you can't go back on your word.
Donnie said, I'm on my home, guys. Donnie said she's going to be betting on St. Martin.
Yeah, I got to go on it. Yes.
Yeah. And we will try to see what we can do to broadcast it so that people living all over the diaspora, that they'll be able to see it as well. So, Rafi, I'm going to see what can be done for us to be able to broadcast that particular tournament next year from June 24th to 28th. And because St. Martin is going to be there, I think I'm inviting people out from now to come and to witness that tournament. Of course, St. Martin, you got to come and root for your own country. So we want to see everybody coming out to make sure that they root and they apoya and support the St. Martin team.
But where is it going to be held at the ballpark?
Rafi, where is it going to be held, Raphael? Yeah, Suzette said, Arrindell said, that's going to be great because that's your thing. Suzette, your sister, is saying it's going to be great. So they're going to be hearing your voice.
Oh yeah, she's another.
God's winning.
She's another Yankee fan.
Yeah, and she said she's just tuning in. So, good morning to you. Or actually, good afternoon in the Netherlands to you, Suzette. Santo Domingo is also coming. It's going to be held at the Jose Lake ballpark.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be close by.
Nice.
We're telling you from now, God spare our lives. We're going to have Dave Arrindell, one of our former commentators, going to be commentating at this particular event.
I hear you.
Held on June 24th to 28th.
I hear you.
Any last words, Dave?
Well, thanks for coming, and it was nice while it lasted. And go back down memory lane to see what was what. Can't complain. Been there, done that.
Yeah, of course. And I want to say a happy Disabled Day to everyone here in St. Martin and also in the diaspora. And for those persons that are disabled, know that a time is coming when you will be respected, when we're going to bring about a deeper awareness of persons that are disabled. I want to say this to Fritz Pantofet, who has been a pioneer where it is concerned. Today is Disabled Day. Let us go out and give the disabled people some type of respect. And let us put laws in place that is going to put them to the next, bring them to the next level where they are going to be honored, respected, and taken care of. Especially here on St. Martin, where we do not do that enough at all. As Dave said, at all. So let us start doing it. Okay? I want to thank Dave for this time that he shared with me. I want to thank him for coming on. I think it was a very, very great interview, discussion. And I hope that all of you have also been able to enjoy this discussion between Dave as my guest. And I hope that we will be able to do this once more. Again, before you even go to do the commentating on the 24th, I'll come back to you and ensure that you're going to be there on June 24th to commentate to the St. Martin people. Again, thank you very much. God bless you. God bless all of you that have been looking on. Long live St. Martin, and long live the people of this country. St. Martin will always live on if you, as the people, do what needs to be done. Bye-bye. Have a great day. God bless you.